Welcome back to the Smallville Farmer. Today's episode, like they say, all good things must come to an end. It will be the last day of harvest. So sad. But I'm glad to have 2025 harvest done because it sucked fighting the rain and the mud. So we're gonna get out there, get the combine serviced, and have one more good day of cutting wheat. Now there goes Larry on the way to the elevator. He doesn't know how to drive little trucks anymore. He's all about big time tandems. I know. That thing only goes 55 cops.
He got his warning lights blinking.
Thank goodness. That's checked. Yep, that's checked. Need a little bit of oil right there, so we're gonna put this Lucas heavy-duty oil stabilizer in there. Nah, just joking. That's High-Tran. Do you got a spare separator belt? You just shredded this one.
You gotta be shitting me.
Man, you're good. First service, ready to go, minus diesel fuel. I gotta go get some. And then we'll check on the big trucker, making sure he can get back to the field in one piece. We had to pick up the dog. Get in, let's go. I see a dang good looking 66 Ford headed our way. He looks good driving that truck. Not as good as me. Look at that. 1 gallon of diesel is almost as much as a bushel of wheat. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's go cut some wheat. Last day for 2025. Make her smoke, Bobby. So that is that for that little triangle patch right there. Now we'll turn around over here and we'll go help Grandpa finish the last 20 acres over here. Well, believe it or not, I have to come over here and move the grain cart because the grain cart is way too close to the tandem to dump. So I gotta play double, triple duty again. Go figure. Just come over here, go move all this crap out of the way. Ah, good old 1586, boys. Dang good international tractor. that didn't sound good. Well, here's old big trucker showing up. He just finished lunch and a nap. He needs his rest so he can get that Freightliner down the road at least 87 miles per hour, hauling 605 bushels at a time. Waiting on these old timers to get out of my way. For huge. See that little bitty, there's about 30 feet left here of this red crap, and we just saved it for Grandpa. Let's tell him that. Well, I'm so nice, I thought I would save you about 30 feet left of this red crap.
Thank
you. Since we got everything crammed in one little corner between the bridge, the tandem, the hay bales, the irrigation, and the dadgum drain cart, I can't put my auger out because I'll hit the end tower here until I'm way over here. Then I gotta back up, go forward, back up, go forward, back up, go forward until I'm perfectly in line with everything. This is a mess over here. And then of course I can barely see any wheat because the tarp is in the way. I have no idea how full he is. You're good to go, big trucker.
Go ahead and have to put 700 on.
We got close. I want him to move the tandem so I can actually get out of here. Here was Crop Quest. There you go, get moving so I got some room to get in and out of here. Well guys, this is about it for the good wheat. We got this little bitty triangle patch right here. and we are all done. Then we move on to some mud holes from the other day and a lot of that pancake flattened out wheat on the corners. So this is, I hate to say it, this is it for the good wheat of 2025. All right, we're gonna go do some flat wheat now. And that is no fun. I hate doing the pancake wheat. Makes good pancakes. Terrible time cutting. I left the other side over there for Grandpa. You know, those old timers, they can't see, they got cataracts, bad knees, bad hips, arthritis. So I let him have the good side where the auger's not here on the grain cart, so he can hit her. Wide open hole there for him. There's that good pancake wheat. I hate cutting this stuff. Should go get the soybean header and put it on. Probably have better luck. There's the neighbor right over there cutting on Jimmy. I have no idea what that green machine is. I don't even want to know what that costs. I will tell you this though, I guarantee you my 2188 and Grandpa's 1680 couldn't even buy that header over there on that combine if we traded them in. Right there, we are officially done with this corner of the pancake wheat. Now I believe we're gonna go move on and try some mud holes. Hopefully we won't get stuck. Well, thank God the old 1680's been holding together. Grandpa's topping off the tandem and we're gonna go play in the mud. We were driving by one of the neighbors earlier today, Mr. Varan. His custom cutting crew down there had 2 big John Deeres, 2 big grain carts, 2 big grain cart tractors, and everything was buried. I mean, buried, boys. And it looked like the big 4-wheel drive tractor they had trying to pull out the combines was almost buried as well. Thank God that these machines here are under, 25,000 pounds. So we should be able to just glide over the mud, hopefully. Well, I just talked it over with the old timers. We're gonna wait another day or two to cut out the mud holes just because it was so wet. We're done with all of this, thank goodness. So we're gonna get the 2188 roaded back to the shop. Go from there, boys. I'd like to say that my combine could keep up with Larry up there, but there's just no way. He's already half mile down the road. Alright, let's get her shifted here. There we go. forgot my hazards. There we go. Now we're ready to rock and roll. Watch out, boys. Coming in at 19.1 miles per hour. Boys and girls, I hate to say it, but it's getting awfully blue up there in the north. I know there's a slight chance for rain, but all these slight chances of rain, we end up getting about 2 or 3 inches. So weatherman's off a little bit on that one. There's that stupid stop sign. I'm gonna have to move it. Barely cleared it. God, I hate that. And then you gotta come past this gate. I don't know why that fence post and this fence post are exactly 33 feet and 6 inches apart. Why we couldn't go for 40 feet is beyond me. I cleared that barely, thank goodness. I will have to say I am very, very happy and impressed with this 21 series. Now granted, I've only ran 1460, 1480, 1660, I've only ran basically 16 and 14 series, but this 21, awesome job. No breakdowns, minus that square piece. We gotta figure out where the heck that came from. Dang good combine. This thing is just a wheat-eating son of a gun. Grandpa's here to pick me up, boys. Now we just gotta move all this stuff back home. Wheat truck, grain cart tractor, all back over to the shop before we get rain.
Diamond, harvest is over. Last beer.
The last beer.
The last beer.
Last beer that was bought by your custom cutter.
Timing is everything, man.
Enjoy that last beer. You deserve it.
I'm gonna sip on it.
We're gonna just calculate how many bushels the small truck hauled. You know, them small trucks saved us quite a bit for the past couple years, hauling all these bushels here.
Put it back on 270.
279, got it, okay.
$242.
242, okay. We just did the old calculations here. My small truck hauled in 1,400 bushels. Yours holding how many?
2,000.
2,000. That's pretty good haul. 3,400 bushels with the two small trucks. They were putt-putting. Yep, down there at the bottom. Read me what you got for the tandem. We'll add it.
516.
Well, that's a light load.
579.
That's better.
602.
That's a lot better.
621.
Woo, we're talking now. Together, we hauled almost 17,000 bushels so far to the elevator. That doesn't include the mud holes or all the stuff that blew out when Larry was driving 85 miles an hour to the elevator. Boy, howdy, we finished just in the nick of time. Look at all that rain coming in from the west. Let's sit back and watch these clouds. Well, I can't complain too much about this harvest. The old 2188 is new to me this year. For not knowing anything about it, it did a dang good job. Dang good job. We had one major breakdown on the 1680, which there's really no way to prevent that stuff from happening. And it happened at the perfect time. You know, we had about 4 inches of rain, which gave us 3 or 4 days to work on that combine. So all in all, 2025 harvest, meh, it's done. It's in the books. Make sure you guys give me a thumbs up and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.